Bitcoin might be on the verge of another drop, and I will show you today really interesting charts that are solidifying that potential outcome for Bitcoin over the next couple hours and the next couple days. I know that's not what you want to hear, but we have to talk about this because there's only a slight chance that we actually would break higher. And if you think that's interesting, then definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these important updates. And also it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And now let's get directly into today's charts here. So here on the 12-hourly chart, what we can see here is clearly that we have lost the point of control around $28,180. And from there onwards, we were spiraling to the downside into this support area here. That was the last line of defense, and that's why we saw also over the weekend now a bounce back up here where the bulls were stepping in, but not with a lot of volume. So I'm not really convinced that this level is going to hold here. And why this is also really important is that we lost here this whole cluster that was previously support and is now obviously resistance. So like I said here, this cluster, this underlying cluster, is the only thing keeping us from falling all the way down into this support area here of $25,300 all the way down to $24,500. So because as you can see here, we have here the next bigger cluster on the VPVR that will give us some sort of support. And I think that is also the line in the sand for the bulls, where they really have to step in and to push the price back up, because otherwise things will get really quick, really ugly. Also something interesting to point out here, that on the stochastic RSI, the angle that we are going up here is not a smooth angle that I like to see. I would like to see a more aggressive angle here to the upside compared to this one here. So you see how aggressive that went up. So here at any given point with a little push we can roll over, and then we will also see this reflecting in the price where we go then way lower. So how would I trade this right now? So I would wait for a confirmed break of $26,730 to enter a short position, and have then as my target the top of the next support range here of $25,320. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you sign up there with that specific link here. Only on BYBIT you will get this kind of high bonus for signing up. So when we move on then to the other charts, on the 4-hourly chart, you can see we actually have reached the technical target of that symmetrical triangle that we had here. So everybody that was trading this, congratulations if you were able to take profits here on that wick back up. Otherwise, if you're still stuck in there, you can still stick around a little bit, because I believe for now we will definitely go lower here. Also, case that the moving averages are going wider away from each other is also not a good sign, because in the best case scenario what would be happening is that we see a relief bounce to the 50 moving average here back to the upside, and then another rejection, unless there would be insanely huge buy volume coming in, which I'm not seeing right now anytime soon happening. So we should be prepared for another retest of these lows, and and hopefully form there then a lower high compared to this this low here, and then slowly come back to the upside. When we're looking here on the 30 minutes chart, also here not a lot right now happening. It is of course positive that we are above the daily open here. The daily open was around $26,800, so we are $100 above that. But also here on the stochastic RSI, again, exhaustion on the lower time frames, so this will not go way higher than where we are right now, maybe $200, but I think at that point we start to roll over again and go to the downside. So something that would make me extremely bullish would be if we flip the weekly open that we had this week at 28,000 $600, but I think that's right now quite far-fetched that we're going to see this tonight, unless Elon Musk comes around and says he bought a 20,000 Bitcoin or something like that. Also here on this 12-hourly chart, the head and shoulders pattern that I was pointing out, it has broken down exactly from the area that I was pointing out here. I told you guys here around that area, it gets dangerous for the bulls. If we break under that area, then we can definitely take a short, and that's why I was giving you that kind of signal that at that point would be a good moment to short Bitcoin here to the downside. So the downside target has not been reached yet. I still think that one is also a little bit far-fetched, even though if we risk to go here to $25,300, I don't see us going all the way down to $23,400, $23,800 from what I'm seeing right now here on the charts. Also, we have to pay attention to the futures market, to a potential CME gap, because the Bitcoin price is now at $26,900. Let it go to $27,000 before CME is opening tomorrow. Then we have here almost a $600 gap, and that has also to be filled rather sooner than later, even though the CME stochastic RSI is looking bullish here. So I believe over the next coming days we're going to see the CME gap getting filled, and then, as I pointed out, a slowly grind back to the upside, and hopefully that will be then also the end of this downside correction, because when we go and measure it, let us measure it here on the 12-hourly chart. So from the top here, from 31,074, we are already, we saw already a 17% correction, but these corrections in an uptrend, they can go all the way down to like 20%. So there you see that would be around $24,840, respectively $25,000. So that is something that we also have to keep in mind, that we might see a correction all the way down to these price levels before we see then the price coming back to the upside. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.